Hi everyone. So I'm now at the park, 1 minute away from my house, and I'm pretty much just enjoying the view because it's my last 2 days here in the UK. Now, I know I haven't been updating my vlogs for a long time, but that's because I was very busy for the past 3 weeks. Right after my exams, I had to pack, I have to ship my things out, I had to sort out my flight. So I really would like to thank the Warwick marketing team for being so understanding of my commitments. But yeah, here I am now. So I'm just going to talk through what happened after my exams. So I've completed my exams on the 5th of June 2020, and basically on the 3rd of June, it was my birthday, and my friends came over and gave me a cake, and one of my friends even baked some cupcakes. Some of them wished me on social media, and some of them even called me, and we sang 22 together. It was really fun. And one thing about that is that I realized as I was growing up, I admit that I really wanted attention, so I wanted a lot of people to wish me happy birthday. But as I grow older, what matters is as long as my close friends wish me, I feel like that's already so meaningful, and I feel like this has been the best birthday ever. And the week after my exams, my friend and I had a picnic behind my backyard, and we celebrated my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yay! Happy birthday!
And that was really nice. I felt like honestly this year was the best birthday ever. And then afterwards, I sorted my flight. Basically, my flight got cancelled, and then I felt like I was gonna be stranded here, but fortunately, I was not stranded. Basically, Malaysia Airlines collaborated with the Education Malaysia of London and dedicated 3 charter flights for the students who wish to return home this month. No, two charter flights will be in June, and 1 charter flight in July. So I chose to fly off in June, which is in 2 more days. God, honestly, it was such an anxious moment. For the longest time, I thought I was going to be stranded here, and because I think a lot of people chose Qatar Airways to go back home, but I really preferred taking a direct flight. Hence, I feel like my prayers have been granted, and I am finally going back home in a direct flight. And apparently, there's gonna be only 14 people taking that flight, so it's gonna be interesting because it's an all student flight. And what else? I have found an Airbnb to quarantine myself. My mom eventually found a place for us to quarantine once I land in Malaysia. So that's gonna be fun. I'm going to be self-isolating myself in a room for 2 weeks according to Malaysia's health department's guideline. And I've also completed the Chloe Ting 2-week challenge. Honestly, I wouldn't have done it without my friend, because we started it in my final week of exam because I was feeling really stressed out and I just needed something to keep me sane. So I decided, you know what, I am going to do a Chloe Ting challenge, and I've invited my friend and she said yes, and I'm just so glad that I have her because she kept me accountable. I'm trying to do the 4-week challenge, but honestly it just hits different when you're doing it by yourself. And then I also watched the ceremony for the 2020 graduates on YouTube, and Obama's speech really got me.
That instead you decide to ground yourself in values that last, like honesty, hard work, responsibility.
I think the key takeaway from his speech was that we have to use the time that we have now to really reflect on what our values are and I feel like that's what I am trying to do. I think in the next 2 weeks I'm self-isolating. I will be looking at what I want to do in the future and what my values are. So that's going to be something that I will do, I guess. Which brings me to my next point. Depending on my grades, hopefully I will get to work in the central bank. But for now, I try not to be super worried about my results. I know that, you know, life always turns out well, especially if you have a positive outlook on it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on my well-being as well, and maybe try out something new. I have subscribed to the free trial for Skillshare, because basically I only have a month left, because I will have to start working either in August or September. So I'm gonna use the time I have being unemployed by going through courses. I have downloaded Skillshare, and yesterday I did this class on how to increase audience engagement on YouTube. So I feel like that's a good start because yeah, I guess it will be useful for this vlogging career if I decide to continue after my studies. And that's it from me. So I hope you find this vlog useful. This is just merely an update on what has been going on in my life so far. So I'll see you guys soon.